Hey YouTubers, Bustigundo here. Just to start a short stream to test out my internet connections in my phone. Apparently, as of last night, it started glitching out again, timing out every 4 minutes or so. Gotta go check on the fries real quick. I'll be back. Okay, so far it's timed out at the 4.5 minute mark. Anyway, I'll still keep continuing until the hour mark at least. However, I will have to check on the fries in about 15 minutes to make sure they don't burn. Also, to the person in the chat, hello and how are you? And thank you for the thumbs up. Let me know if you can hear me clearly. Oh, hey Marine, how are you? Yeah, so let me explain the situation real quick. Apparently, I've been having internet connection issues with my phone. That's good. It will stay connected for about 3 to 4 minutes at a time. For like 3 or 4 days in a row, it was going for hours on the connection. And now it's doing the same thing it was before, every 3 to 4 minutes. All right. Also, I have a question for you. I may turn this into a video later, but I figured I'd get your response since you're here. How do you feel about guys who wear women's underpants? Hmm. Also, Marine, it says you disappeared from the chat. Let me know if you're still here. Okay, Diner, if you're still here, let me know. Apparently it said you disappeared from the chat, so make yourself known, please. Oh, okay. Thanks for letting me know. I don't know what it is with my internet connection. My laptop seems to connect pretty fine. But with this phone, it just started acting up recently, within this month. So before my phone times out again, let me ask you the same question. How do you personally feel about men who wear women's underpants? For any reason that you can think of. I mean, I understand where you're going with it, but I don't see why Android needs so many updates anyway. Ever since I got this, no, back in the day, my phone used to work pretty well. Then it just started acting up with internet connection. I tried disconnecting it and reconnecting it, and it just started acting up. Okay, I'm back. I had to reconnect. I've got another batch of fries in the oven now. Hopefully they will not burn. I have it on a timer on my phone. So once the timer runs out, I will go check on them, flip them, and then put them back in. I wish I knew how to clear the cache, honestly. I was going to try a factory reset, but I'm like, why should I lose all my apps if that might not even work? By the way, did you hear my question from earlier? Let me know. If not, let me know and I'll repeat the question. Keep in mind I will be making a separate video about this. It may be short, just to see what other people think on the issue. Hello to the second person in the chat. Whoever you are, please make yourself known. Okay. hopefully by the end of the stream I'll be able to do that. Or better yet, I'll do it when I have to go check the fries. How about that? To the second person in the chat, hello, how are you, and who are you? Also, I'm sorry for not having anything for you guys to look at in advance, due to the fact I didn't want to waste my time and energy trying to put something up. Hey, great boy, how are you? How was your day? Okay, so I'm glad you heard my question, Marine. Marine? Hello to the third person in the chat. How are you? Who are you? And how's your day going? To the other two people in the chat besides Marine, let me ask you the same similar question. How do you guys feel about men who wear women's underpants? For any or all reasons that you feel could be a reason. Me, myself, honestly, short term, I'm going to draw it out for the video, but this is just a short answer. Honestly, I don't care if they wear women's underpants, as long as they're not hurting anyone else. Okay, Marine, I will check that out when I go to check the fries. And to the great boy, I did see your response a couple of seconds ago, and I will answer you with this. Not every guy that wears a woman's underpants is gay. Let's make that perfectly clear. Some men just like the fact that they can wear them. They just do it because they can. Some men borrow them from their girlfriends, or some might just steal them just for the hell of it. They get the thrill out of it. I say as long as it's not hurting anyone, they can go ahead and do it. Great boy, so you're saying it's like a gay kind. Okay, I'm back. Had to reconnect again. So far, I'm seeing 3 people in the chat, but only 2 have answered me. I wonder who the mystery guy is. Great boy, can you explain your stance on that? Even if it's just a couple of sentences. Okay. Can person number 4 and number 2 please make yourself known? I'm glad there's 4 people here. I hope it's not including myself, because that would be really stupid. Oh yeah, and great boy, can you hear me clearly? Let me know. No. What does James Woods have to do with anything? I tried that earlier last week, and I don't think it really did anything. I mean, I can try it again at some point and let you know the results. But I really don't think that's going to do anything. Oh yeah, remember last week's stream? I tried through my laptop and it did not work. YouTube would not let me save that. It didn't let me exit it out. So it lost the entire stream. I try to only use phone data as a last resort because you're limited as to how much you can use. Oh yeah, by the way, great boy, how's your Fortnite grinding going? I know they're labeling us as a hate group, Marine. And at this point, they can label us whatever they want, because we're not hating on anybody, we're actually saving lives. As I tried to tell Great Boy before, at some point in time, we're not necessarily a hate group. If anything, we hate how things are going, and we're trying to avoid as many men going into the wood chipper as possible. Why do you think I haven't been putting MGTOW in any of my videos lately? I'd rather not get flagged by YouTube. And it's not that I don't like the label. However, apparently it's been getting a lot of negativity attached to it. Oh yeah, by the way, did you happen to go to Whiskey's stream last night? It was a pretty good stream from what I was at. I had a lot of internet connection problems last night, so I didn't get to attend the whole thing. Yeah, pretty much. Also, that brings up a perfectly good question, Marine. To you, do you think that effeminate men can be MGTOW as well? Now, I heard TFM's stance on it. It was good. I heard TFM's stance on it. He said that they're all the same to him, that they're all guys looking for a way to... I'm paraphrasing here, so don't quote me exactly on it, but looking for a way to help themselves out. Okay, I'm back. I also had to go check the fries while my internet connection was off. I'll probably turn the router off the next time my internet goes out or the next time I have to check the fries. Also, to Marine, why do you think men call each other gay so much? I never really understood that. Apparently men and women are they're so quick to call men gay if they like anything that just happens to not be masculine for the most part. What if the guy has a naturally effeminate body type? He can't help that. He was born with it. But he gets called gay automatically because of it. Also, I hope Great Boy decides to show up. Pretty much. I completely agree with you, Marine. We're stuck at middle school level thinking. And for me personally, I think it's my subconscious telling me, oh, hey cave critter, what's up? How are you and how's your day going? I guess he couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle the truth. Also, Cave Critter, I did ask Marine the same question I asked you at some point, and he said he couldn't legitimately answer that question. Yeah, as I said, you may get a video just pertaining to that question alone. And as of this point, I have to be careful as to what I say on YouTube because I really don't feel like getting another strike. So, Cave Critter, let me ask you the question I asked Marine earlier. Do you think that effeminate men, gay men, freaking she-males, etc., could also be met out? If yes or no, explain your reasonings briefly as to why you think what you think. I'm not here to start arguments. I'm just here to listen to opinions. And possibly the reason behind those opinions. Honestly, I think gay men should be able to support their movement, honestly. And gay men are not necessarily immune to that, Cave Critter. They're not immune to it. They still get shamed just as much, if not more, than we do. I mean, gay men in general have been through a lot of crap, even before they became mainstream. They got blamed for the STD epidemic, even though women are the ones freaking spreading it even more so. When AIDS was first found out, apparently they thought only gay men could spread and get AIDS, even though that wasn't the case. Women can spread AIDS just as well, if not better, than men can. If anything, I wish I could find the article behind this, the research, but apparently women are better at spreading diseases than men are. Okay, I get your question, Cave Critter. Now, if the chat could just stop disappearing on me, I could actually answer it. Oh, come on, come on. Damn you, chat. Up here. Oh, great. I can't see. Yeah, I mean, both of those apply, but I would say don't marry a woman. I never said anything about marrying a man. If anything, marrying a man would probably be double the workload, honestly. I mean, think about it. If a gay guy marries another gay guy, there's obviously going to be the effeminate one between the two of them, but they're both going to contribute to the household. And most people think that feminism started in the 1950s, whereas feminism has been around since before that time period. We've always been protective of women, naturally speaking. I say as long as you're not spreading diseases or trying to kill people, do whatever you want. As long as you're not raping children, killing people, or raping people in general, do whatever the hell you want. Don't rape, don't steal, don't kill. You're all set. The rest is fine with me. And yeah, I know there are probably things that can go under those three, but those are the big three. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I can definitely understand what you're saying, Cave Critter. I figured I'd get both sides of the argument just in case. Okay, I'm back. Had to reset the internet connection again. Yeah, but I understand your argument, though. I am open to all points of view. As long as you're not trying to threaten me or kill me, we're all good. It's a shame that great boy couldn't give this a thumbs up before he left. I'll have to talk to him about that later. But the thing is, Marine, gay people are not really that much different than regular people, than straight people. They have an attraction. They put the moves on people just as well as straight people do. Pretty much all they do the exact same thing straight people do, just to the opposite, to the same sex. That's it. That's literally it. There are men that get hit on. There are men that get raped. Pretty much everything that can happen to a straight person can happen to a gay person. Excuse the stuttering. Sometimes I get on the roll and it comes out naturally. I try to fix it and then it goes horribly wrong. I wish I could see the chat, but I can't until one of you guys responds. So I don't know my sub count as of now, but I'd say I'm getting close to 100. And it's a lot of different people from a lot of different backgrounds, though. That's always good. And hopefully, with the channel remodel I plan on doing, hopefully I'll be able to separate the content by what its main focus is. That way, I can apply it to gamers, to big to gay people, straight people, people that are just lurking, people who want advice, just all kinds of people. But I'd like it separated by what content it just happens to be. I also set up a backup account a while back, so my best videos will be put into a collection called the Classics Collection, and they will be put on BitChute. So anything that doesn't get over, I'd say over 10 views at least, will not be going anywhere near the Classics Collection. Either those videos will be deleted entirely, or they'll be remade better quality, and with different arguments, and with a little more insight. As for myself, I don't mind gay people, honestly. Just like everyone else, there are gay people that are dicks. But there are also people that I have never heard of that person, Marine. I may have to do my research on them. Also, to the third person in the chat, hello, who are you and how's your day going? If you're returning to the chat, thanks for your return. Also, back on regular topic here. Apparently, oh yeah, before I forget, I may be making a short video on this later on, but this is just a short. Did you guys hear about the guy that almost got gutted by his wife? Had to chase after him with his intestines hanging out, and he almost died because of her. It happened around Thanksgiving, so it's a little bit old now, but I was going to do a video on it earlier. Just never got the time to. Also, and another thing. Okay, so can you hear me or what? Okay, that's good. Somewhat good, I should say. Anyway. Wow, I dropped from 4 people down to 1 person. Okay. I see a murder in some cases. Yeah, so whenever I tell my associates about this kind of information, they shrug it off as if it doesn't happen. I'm like, are you guys blind to it or what? Women have gotten away with murder. They murder their own children. They murder their boyfriends, husbands, and sometimes random people. But yet, no one can believe that women are capable of this kind of stuff. Anyway, there are men on this planet that can look better than females, and that's really bad to say, but it's the truth. Diana Davison, I know who you're referring to, and honestly, I don't know what it is, but I get a bad feeling in my gut. It's not that I hate her or anything, but I get a bad feeling in my gut. And isn't it kind of ironic that how when the movement started getting big, then women started rolling into it, not when it was in its infancy? Man, I think it's time to abandon ship. We need to get that lifeboat ready just in case. Because if MGTOW turns into the Titanic, and they expect most men to stay on the ship with it, I'm going to be one of the first people on that lifeboat to a new horizon. It's not being cowardice if you want to save yourself. That's common sense. Pretty much. I know that, Marine. I know that. I try to tell people that, but they don't believe me. I'm like, well, you get yourself in trouble and see what happens to you as a male. Oh, yeah, and no same person love here, because I can't say the other 4-letter word for it, or else I'll trigger YouTube. But honestly, women have become more of a pain to deal with. Honestly speaking, they've become more of a liability every day. You can't really be in there for too long. You can't really work with them. You can't say certain things in front of them because women don't know how to keep a secret. They keep their own stuff swept under the rug, whereas your stuff will be blown outward to anyone who has ears that will listen. This is why you have to be careful and not let women catch you doing anything out of the ordinary. Because women love bringing things up from the past. I mean, we can't necessarily blame Disney 100% for that, but yeah, they do have somewhat of a part in it. The Disney princess fantasy going on. But even then, women are not 100% exempt from anything bad they do. And if what TFM says is true, which it probably is, knowing him, women are like children. They don't want to take responsibility for their own actions. They'll blame everyone else except themselves. And then when it comes to them and them alone, they'll shift the blame. Any hostile situation comes up, they are not the ones getting shot. If anything, a male is pretty much 4 times as likely to be shot as a female is. I've never really heard of females getting bullied in school. It's only males that get bullied in school for the most part. And it seems to me like some effeminate boys, or males in general, are more pleasant to be around than females, and that's bad, because we normally associate. I know it's much higher than that, but I'm saying probability. We can't blame Disney 100% because this stuff has been going on since before Disney existed. So, anyway, back on topic. A lot of these effeminate men that are not a pain in the ass to deal with are probably more pleasant to be around than females are. It seems to me that whenever females try to roll themselves, yeah, but the thing is, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that girls don't get bullied, but it's barely heard of. You barely hear about girls getting bullied on purpose because they're pretty much protected. You bully a female, you're going to get in trouble for it. Males get bullied all the time, sometimes until suicide comes knocking at their door. And even when the guy does commit suicide, they still blame him for it. Like, oh, his parents could have seen what was coming. Oh, he could have stopped it. He could have told the teacher or the principal. I know that they use different tactics, Maureen. I'm just saying. Women can be very, very vindictive and manipulative. Yes, they may not physically bully each other, but I've been around females to know that words to them can hurt more than physical pain can in some cases. And some of these women are scarred for life because of what has been said to them. And they take it out on everyone else around them, including people who don't even know them. There are women who are just turned into complete a-holes because of something that was said to them 10 years ago. Women have a unique ability to hold on to negative stuff for years. They have an extremely good memory for bad stuff that happens. I want to say the other four-letter word that starts with an S, but I'm trying to censor myself here. So I'm going to say turds in place of that word. They can hold on to a lot of turds, but they don't want to fling them into the trash. They won't forget it, and they won't let you forget it if you're the one that caused that association to happen. Yeah, I know. And then females get mad when you pull out their bulldog and fling it at them. You know, where's the turd flinging monkey when you need him? You know, I think all of us need at least one turd flinging monkey at some point. We just have to embrace the set of no turds given. There's a reason why we don't hoard turds. We fling them at other people. And women like to gossip a lot too. And I know that's not necessarily a new thing, but when I'm around females, they think I'm not paying attention to them. I listen to half of the shit they say, especially if my name is mentioned. If my name is mentioned, I'm going to listen. They think that just because they close the door doesn't mean I can't hear them. I am like a ninja when it comes to my personal information. I will look for you, I will find you, and then I will fling turds at you. I don't like when people talk turds about me. Especially if it's a problem between me and that person. I'd rather you just come to me, be direct, like, hey, I got some turds to fling at you, and we can have a turd throwing contest. If we get hit with a few turds in the process, that's what soap and water are for. But at least it'll be hashed out. Women like to be sneaky with it. They like to sneak over to your house in the middle of the night and throw their turds all over your face and then leave. A lot of women don't like me because I can mirror them back at them. Being around so many females for the majority of my life has given me the ability to absorb female naked lasted longer than I expected. I'm back though. Yeah, so females like to call me gay. I'm like, how am I gay? For one, I can't help it that males are attracted to me more than they're attracted to you. Maybe you're just a big, heaping pile of dinosaur dung. Yes, I can be a big pile of dung myself, but I'm not afraid to admit that. I scrape the turds off in groups so that I'm turd free after a while. Then you go to shower that off and make sure that you don't smell like turds anymore. You have to have the sign of no F's given. And yes, I completely stole that from freaking TFM, but I had that kind of attitude before TFM brought it up. Yeah, pretty much. No, at least a cheese grater is good for something. A cheese grater does its job. Maybe because you're not a complete female dog, people like you. Apparently, there are a lot of males on this planet that wouldn't mind. There's a lot of males on this planet that wouldn't mind smashing me personally. And I have to kind of fling them away with a stick sometimes. And necessarily, I don't mind the attention. Obviously, it gets me my fix. But it also gives me a chance to spread the word. Give some advice if need be. If these guys around the world want to shower me with attention, so be it. I give them something in return. Advice. Some time to speak. Some guide time. A place where you don't have to be judged, where you don't have to hold back your words. You can say whatever you want as long as it's under the YouTube terms of service. You're good. And I feel like gay guys are more comfortable with themselves than straight guys are. Not saying all straight guys are uncomfortable with themselves, but you know what I hope you know what I mean. Straight guys seem to never want to be anywhere near the gay side of the spectrum at all. They forget that sexuality is a spectrum. I mean, even if you're almost 100% straight, you're not really 100% straight. You can't really physically be 100% straight. You're 99% straight with a 1% chance of gayness. That 1% chance may never see the light of day, but it's still there. It exists. And a lot of guys, I hate to admit it, I feel like guys that are more comfortable with themselves don't care what people think about them. They have the sign of no F's given. None. Which I do like. I like effeminate guys because they speak the truth most of the time. Mm-hmm. I have a few things, but no thanks. I don't know what you mean by your last comment, dude. Please explain. But anyway, I like effeminate guys from a talking point, meaning they're straightforward with me. Whereas straight guys like some straight guys like to beat around the bush. Women love to beat around the bush. The bushes are their home. They're the people that would sneak around in a camouflage bush, wait till the right timing, and then snipe you. Okay, I understand your comment now. Try to get what you're saying and what you mean in the same comment. That way I don't have to ask for an explanation. Not trying to be a DICK, but you know what I'm trying to say. I mean, even some masculine men don't mind it, honestly. I've met gay men, gay females, straight men, straight females. One of my favorite artists is gay. Well, a couple of my favorite artists are gay. Hello to the second person. Okay, I'm back. To the second person chat, please let me know who you are. And honestly speaking, I don't know if this is going to trigger YouTube, so I'm going to kind of dance around it, but I hope you get the point. Let's just say dudes with boobs, or dudes that look like chicks except for the sausage between the legs, can usually get a pass. If they can pass for a female, meaning if you mistake them for one until you see between the legs, then fine, you get a pass. But not always pretending. Yeah, true. Of course they act thirstier than men now because they have no choice. Their biological clock is ticking, and once that ticker is done ticking, it's over. It's like a B-O-M-B. Boom. Once that ticker hits 0, boom, there goes your chances of making a baby. To the third and second person in the chat, hello, how are you? And who are you? Make yourself known in the chat, please. Also, great boy, if you decide to show up again, I have some words to exchange with you. Pretty much the egg countdown. Honestly, me myself, I don't want kids. I really don't want. I don't want cross turds. I don't want a wife and I don't want kids. Because I've seen, not only, this was way before that, but I realized this in like 5th grade, that women, no. Yes, they're nice to look at, they're nice to put the boobs on every now and again, but back then you couldn't be accused of RAPE as much. Nowadays, a woman can accuse you of RAPE whenever she feels like it. So now it's even more of a deterrent for me. I don't want a wife and I don't want crotch turds. Hell, we have a DOG over here, and even he's a pain in the butt. So why would I need a human pain in the butt? To the second and third person in the chat, please make yourself known. And a lot of men that actually, ooh, okay. Hello, Bob, Germany. And women are not necessarily pathetic, but they are a pain in the butt. I have not seen his recent videos. Like, I think within the last 3-4 days, so I may have to catch up. But I do watch his channel somewhat frequently. And Bob Germany, please do not come in here with that natural negativity, saying women are pathetic, which doesn't help. If anything, you're attracting negativity to me, and I'm not for that. Women are pathological in most ways. They're not pathetic per se because they managed to live this damn long. They managed to trick the entire male population to defend them. Men are willing to die for females, but females are never willing to die for guys. Except for that 1 out of 100%. Also, Bob Germany, what made you say that? What made you come into my chat and say that automatically? Not even a, hey, how you doing? But just the women are pathetic. I'm not defending women here, but you can't just come in with that natural negativity. You can say women are back. I heard about Tom Pinoy, but I've never seen really any of his videos, so I can't really comment on him. And look, Bob, I'm not trying to censor you or anything, but you can't just throw a turd and not have a reason for throwing a turd. And yeah, so far my day is going all right. And it's not that I won't read your comments aloud, but I'm also not trying to have the YouTube dog sicked on me, okay? I'm not trying to have YouTube running me off of it, all right? And we're almost at the hour mark. We just hit the hour mark a few seconds ago. So I'll try to wrap this up in about 15 minutes. I may come back to it, hopefully. But so far I've been having to reconnect the internet every 3 to 4 minutes, so. And Bob Germany, why do I feel like I already know who you are, but you're probably using a sock puppet account? And if that's the case, I understand. I know 2 guys that use sock puppet accounts. I like to change their name every now and again. To those 2 people, you gotta let me know you're using a sock puppet account ahead of time. For me, you only need really 3 requirements to get on my sauce list. For 1, you gotta look good. For 2, your brains have to be in their head where they're supposed to be. And you have basically having a good head on your shoulders. And 3, you have to be willing to talk. Now, I can understand if you're mute or we have a language difference, but even then, I can still put the moves on you without needing to know your language. Hello to the 3rd person in the chat. Now, I can admit that I have seen a few dudes with boobs, but they have been pretty damn comparable, if not better than females most of the time. Look, I'm not here to censor people, Bob. I'm just here to keep the YouTube dogs from sicking on me. And I have a feeling I know who you are. I don't want to predict it too early. Hopefully the next few comments will give me as to which of the 2 people I'm thinking of right now you are. But yeah, to me it's alright if you use the sock puppet account. Just let me know ahead of time, so I know not to refer to you as your other names. And as for me, I don't mind dudes with boobs much, because they have been a pleasantry from what I've seen so far. I've talked to a few via online camming sites, and so far they've been a pleasant experience for the most part. 2 in particular I like to talk to a lot. Well, when I can get on the streams, obviously. 1 is very freaking thick. The other is basically she's girlfriend material, but she's already taken. So I just talked to her just for the advice, just to talk. And people don't get that. They think that every time a guy talks to a woman or anything that looks like a woman, he's trying to hit on her or he's trying to bang her. That's not always the case. Now, usually women or anything that looks like a woman can usually tell when I'm hitting on them. And I don't do it often. I may lead them to that conclusion, but I can easily bring it back if need be. That is not a hint. For me, that red pill rage was not towards anyone specifically. To the 3rd person in the chat, please make yourself known. Or give me a thumbs up. Both of them would be preferable. Yeah, as I was saying, I do like looking at chicks from afar, but I know how far I can go before it's time to back up. I'll hit on anything I like. If it's a female, I might hit on her. If it's a she-male, I might hit on her. And tell me what you're supposed to be. What do you mean by that, Bob? Can you give me some clarification? I'm not stupid. I'm just trying to comprehend what you're saying. And I don't even know if you guys can hear me clearly. So you gotta update every now and again whether you can hear me clearly or not. I know it's becoming one of my phrases, but I'd rather you guys be able to hear me than to me be talking and then I start roboting halfway through. As for sexuality is concerned, me personally, pansexuality. I can hit on basically anything I want. And yes, hitting on a person doesn't mean you necessarily want to bang that person, but I can easily talk to people. That's how I've always been. I attract people to me, whether it be male, female, or anything in between. Oh, great, I'm still cutting out. Okay, we're getting to that halfway line. What do you mean by my beliefs, Bob? You mean religious, sexually, what? Give me some pointers here. Point me in the right direction. Basically, I live under the philosophy, do unto others as you would have done unto you. In other words, treat people how you want to be treated. Look, I try not to discriminate based on anything. You could be a Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, Taoist, atheist, theist, whatever you prefer religiously or sexually for that matter. I don't care. As long as you treat me well and my people well, we're all good. As long as you don't pose violence or threats, you're all good. All people are invited to my table. The thing is, Maureen, I'm not necessarily a flirt, but people try to hit on me, so I just return that to them. And honestly, I'm not the type of person to put the moves on anybody anyway, for the most part. I'm pretty secluded myself. Basically think Batman. I have the ability to hit on people, but I only use it when I feel it's usable to me. Not necessarily using people, but I hope you get what I'm trying to say. I don't hit on people just to hit on them. You got to be Bruce Wayne in some situations, but Batman in others. Clark Kent in some situations, Superman in the others. You got to live that double lifestyle, but also have them sync on that line. And no, I'm not a Chad, but I'm also not an Intel as well. I'm not weak, but not strong either. Okay, so Cave Critter just proved himself not to be one of the people I'm thinking of. Basically, I don't know what kind of guy I am as of right now. Yeah, thanks for letting me know, Critter. I rebooted my connection and hopefully I sound better. Also, I will let you guys know I do lurk around TFM streams during Wednesday and Saturday nights. I do lurk there. I do make comments. And if you ever watch his streams after the fact, look for me in the chat and I'll usually be there. I'll be in his streams most of the time. Basically, I'm kind of like the kinder version of Fleek Johnson. Now look here. Now I like you and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way or we can do this the hard way. But either way, it happens. Yeah, I understand what you mean, Maureen. I understand entirely. I try not to let any of that get to me because to me it's just words on a screen. In a sense, we're all hiding behind different aliases on the screen. So, what do you guys stand with sexually? Straight, bi, gay, or anything in between? Let me know. I'm just curious. I'm a very curious person. I'll try almost everything at least once, except for drugs, killing people, and drinking. Although, as far as drinking goes, I will try different drinks just to get a taste for them. Like similar to wine tasting, just with beer tasting, just to see my view on it. But other than that, I don't drink. Okay, I get what you're saying, Cave Critter. You're 100% for the bobs and veg. I understand. Bob, let's just say I'm past 20 years old. Let's just say that. I'm not going to give my exact age just yet. Because most people, when they see me, they don't see my age. I know the old meme, Cave. I know it well. For me, basically, if a chick has the bobs, she can have the sausage and the meatballs as well. But that also means I can take my restrictor off. Meaning she's not going, I'm not going to hold back. If she shows me that she has the sausage and the meatballs between her legs, that just means I'm not going to hold anything back. Plain and simple. I don't have to hold back. And keep in mind, I've never really needed to have sex. I don't feel that that's a big part of my personality at all. I'm just saying if the situation does arise, I'm going to use protection, obviously, and that person won't be walking straight for a while. And we're almost at the 1 minute 15 mark, so I may have to cut this off at the 15-minute mark. But do not worry, I will be back shortly. Okay, I'm back. So basically, I don't mind women with deeper voices because things do happen. Hmm. I know my internet connection just cut out. I reconnected, so I should be fine for at least the next 4 minutes. I'll extend it to a minute, to an hour and 20 minutes. How about that? Like I said, if she has the sausage and the meatballs between her legs, that just means I don't have to hold back. I can go all out if I feel like it. All right, Marine, let me know when you're back. Cave Critter and Bob Germany, are you guys still here? Whichever one of you is still here left over, let me know. I'll try to continue this for at least 5 more minutes, but after that, I'm going to cut off due to my internet connection. But I feel like a lot of dudes with boobs, their features are too masculine for that to work. But some manage to let their effeminate side take over, and those masculine features pretty much disappear. That's the weird part. Like everybody expects males to have angular jaws. Well, not every guy has an angular jaw at all. There are males that look like females from the front and from the back. You can't tell unless you see what's between their legs, or unless they tell you either way. Well, I just dropped to 0 people. Okay. I think that would be my calling card to get out of here, unless I get proven wrong within the next 4 minutes or so. I guess people don't like the truth that much. Either that or they're having technical issues on their end. One of the two. Also, of all the people who have showed up here, only 2 have given me a thumbs up. And there were about 4 people here in total, so the other 2. Shame on you, my friend, shame on you. Okay, from the looks of it, my phone is at 10% battery. I think if I go until 20 minutes, I think I should have enough battery life to put it on the charge and let it charge up for a while. I'm trying to wait for Marine to come back so that I can give him the news so he can show up at the next stream if he feels like it. I try not to leave anyone in the dark. Okay. We are now approaching 1 hour and 18 minutes. So you got exactly 2 minutes left to make any final words, final sentences, or better yet, to throw me a topic for the next stream coming up. Now, sometimes I may delete streams on purpose just because I want it to be private and between the people that I have talked to in the stream. So sometimes if you don't see my streams, if you're in the stream and you don't see the stream after, that's usually because I've either A, deleted it, or YouTube got rid of it. To the one person that's still here, make yourself known. Because you've got exactly 1 minute before I close the stream down. Okay, the clock is ticking down. To the one person in the chat, please make yourself known. Whether you might be Bob, Cave, or Marine, let yourself be known. I'm glad that Great Boy showed up at least. I can give him credit for that much. He may not have been able to stick around long. And I will be talking to him later on. And we're almost at the 20-minute mark. So here's what I'm going to do. There we go. You're wondering about the Carly entity. Is it a person, a bot? What is it? A troll? What do you mean by that, Carly? I don't understand what you're referring to. Carly Ellison. Never heard of them. I've never heard of that person. Anyway, Marine, I may be doing a stream probably an hour from now. An hour or two, depending on how far my phone charges by then. I haven't seen that person, so I'm not 100% sure. If they do show up in one of my videos, I'll let you know. It's almost 4:30 where I'm at now, 4:30 p.m. and my phone is on 9%. So should I keep going with this until 1:30 or, well, an hour 30, or should I just cut it off here and continue in another stream later on today? Can you tell me what the other account is so I can look out for both of them? Also, Maureen, if you have any information to me and I end up closing the stream or something happens to the stream, be sure to comment in my latest video any information you may have for me directly. It makes it easy for me to find on my latest video. Whether it be a stream or the latest video, it can even be an update or response video. It can be a public service announcement video. Any recent video, be sure to put your information in that video so I can read it and respond to it. Because a lot of people, they don't get in contact with me after the stream. They don't. They just don't. I don't know why. Okay, so that makes it a little bit easier to sniff them out. Anyway, Maureen, I'm on 8%. Should I keep going until an hour and 30 minutes, or should I cut it off now? Give me a response. Because we are at a minute and, well, we're at an hour and 23 minutes. So we have officially hit an hour and 23 minutes. So give me a response. Okay, that's what I'll do. Post any info you have for me in the stream video, the script, in the comment section of this stream when I post it. Anyway, Buster Gundo signing out for now. Be safe, be sneaky, be smart. Because anything you do in the darkness comes to the light. That's all for now. Buster Gundo signing off.